Hello guys, welcome to my channel's recap. Today I'm going to explain 2014 comedy drama thriller movie called Wild Tales. This film story commences at an airport where we observe a girl boarding her flight. The plane is on the runway. People were coming and everything was normal, but how dangerous this flight is going to be, we will get to know in a while. Now that girl was coming in the plane and sat in her luggage, but she was not able to place her luggage. That's why the other passenger sitting next to her helps her, and with this, the conversation starts between them. The plane had also taken off. They both talk and girl introduces herself as a model. The man who was sitting next to her introduces himself as a musician, and the girl remembers something. She says, "A while ago I had a friend. He was also a musician named Gabriel." Now, as he hears the name Gabriel, he says, "I remember this name very well. I had launched music for a man of this name many years ago, which was cheap and loved badly, and I insulted him a lot." The girl says to him, "Are we talking about the same Gabriel? Because at that time he was my friend." The man asks, "Is his full name Gabriel Pasternak?" The girl says yes. Hearing this, and the old woman gets up from her seat. She was a teacher and says, "Gabriel has been my student who kept failing in everything. That's why I remember him. Because in my 30 years of experience, I have not seen a worse student than him." Here another boy says, "Yes, I also know Gabriel. He used to study with me and he was famous for his stupidity. That's why we used to make a lot of fun of him." The teacher says, "Isn't it strange that in the same plane a lot of people are talking about the same man?" Then another man gets up from behind and says, "I also know Gabriel. He used to work for me. He was a very psycho person. That's why I fired him." The musician was also suspicious, so he gets up and looks back and asks all the passengers on the plane who knows Gabriel. The surprising thing was everyone raised their hands because somewhere every time he met Gabriel and knew him. Now the musician asked, "Did everyone sitting here buy this flight ticket themselves?" Here another surprising thing comes in front, that no one bought this flight ticket themselves. Someone got a gift and someone's company gave it here. The teacher says, "I also thought of canceling this flight, but I was strictly told to come that day." That the air hostess hears everything and comes and tells them that Gabriel Pasternak you are talking about, he is the cabin chief of this flight today, and I also have a relationship with him in my old life. We used to train together and one day he proposed me. He wanted to marry me, but I refused him. Later, he became my senior. Today, he is on this plane. I also did not want to come, but I had to come today because he is my head. The worrying thing is that he went to the pilot section a while ago, but has not come back yet, and none opened the door. Apart from this, both pilots are not answering. The musician gets worried and says, "This means the people present here have done wrong with Gabriel." But he asks that model girl, "You were his friend, right? What's wrong did you do?" She says, "Gabriel used to like me, but I like his friend, so I cheated on him." Now the friend with whom he cheated Gabriel was also present on this plane. Then the plane starts shaking and everyone gets scared, and an old man gets up and goes to the toilet section. He calls Gabriel and says, "Please open the door." Here he tells his relationship with Gabriel. Then, "I am a brain doctor. When Gabriel got worried about everything, he used to come to me for his treatment. But later I increased my fees and then Gabriel stopped visiting. But I found out while treating him that his mental condition was bad because of her parents. They never treated him well. Now he calls him and says, 'You can't take revenge on us because your parents are responsible for your life.' But the plane was going down. Gabriel made a huge plan to take revenge on the people responsible for ruining his life. His parents were not aboard that plane. Panic and fear gripped everyone as the plane descended towards the city. Then we see an old couple sitting in their garden and they see a plane coming from above that was coming towards them, and we find out the old couple were Gabriel's parents. He crashes the plane on them by bringing it down. Gabriel's revenge was so terrible. After this, we are shown another story. We see a businessman named Tiago. He was going somewhere regarding his business, which was a desolate road. His car, music, everything was going well. Then suddenly another car comes in front of his car that was moving slowly. Tiago presses his car horn again and again and says to give way, but it was not moving away from his front. Tiago now goes to the side and sees a man sitting in that car who was strange. Now he says ill to him and moves ahead of his car and also shows him his middle finger. Diago's car was at a high speed but moving forward. Diago started driving at his speed, but suddenly his car's tire gets punctured. He parks his car near a pole and no one could be seen from here. On top of that, Diago also fought with a man from behind. He had another tire, but he did not know how to install it. That's why he calls a mechanic, but he tells him to come after an hour. Now Diago was trying to install the tire, but before he could install the tire and fix all his screws, that same old car comes there, which was bothering him from behind. Diago got scared, that's why he quickly moves and sits in his car. The man sitting in the other car comes in front and stops his car and comes near Diago. Terrified of the man, he apologizes saying, "Forgive me, I should not have said anything negative about you." But that man was furious and starts breaking the glass of his car with a wrench. Diago gets scared and calls the police, but there was no network. He was not satisfied by breaking the glass and was doing even more wrong things. Diago feels bad seeing all this. When that man sits in his car, he starts his car from the back with the hand pull tire and pushes his car. Because of this, his old car falls into the pool and he also becomes injured. Then Diago was leaving, but his anger was still not cooled and turns his car back to that man and tries to kill him. But before he could do anything, Diago's tire was open. His car also falls into the pool, but that man comes in his car and beats him a lot and also ties his neck to the seat belt. That man's anger was not calmed yet, so he sets the petrol tank on fire so that Diago dies there. As he was going, Diago comes from behind and grabs his leg, because of which both of them stuck in the car. Diago mechanic also comes there, but then there's a huge explosion in which Diago and that man died. When the mechanic calls the police, they come and put out the fire. They see in the car their skeletons were left only. As they were sitting and the police officer sees them and says maybe they were trying to save each other, but they didn't know that they had killed each other in the fire of revenge. After this, we see the third story of an engineer named Simon, who used to bomb and blow up big, useless buildings. Today was an ordinary day and Simon gets a call from his wife who asks him to bring a cake at home because it is our daughter's birthday. Now Simon stops his car near a bakery and goes to get the cake, but in the meantime his car was taken by the company because they believed that he had parked his car on the wrong place. It was not allowed to park there. He now takes a taxi to the tax authority's office and says there was not his fault. Why was my car picked up without a fault? So I will not give you any fine. The rest of the people there were also saying the same thing, but the man who was taking fine says, "Sir, you will have to pay the fine. Otherwise, you will have to pay more money." Simon had no other option, so he pays the fine and gets his car picked up. Due to traffic, Simon could not reach home quickly, and at home, his daughter celebrates her birthday with a small pastry. When he comes home, his wife was upset with him because Simon always, "Our government does not work honestly," and he was stuck in all this. The next day, he goes to the government office to complain about the wrong charges, but the government officer says you have to pay your fine at any cost. After hearing this, Simon becomes furious and attacks him, and the people standing there were encouraging him. But in the meantime, the police come and arrest him. After a while, Simon's friend goes to the police station and gets him released. But now this news was also published in the newspaper. Due to this, he is also fired from his job. His wife also files a divorce case, and he does not even get custody of his daughter because he did not have a job. He was not getting any job. One day, the company picks up his car, although this time it was not his fault. This time, he quickly gets his car released without saying anything, but because of all this, he was enraged. Because of them, his job, family, his future and everything was ruined. He wakes up one night and makes some changes in his car, and in the next morning parks his car is a no parking place. He wanted the company to take his car, and it happens the same, but as they pick up his car and puts it in their garage, there was a huge blast. The company's office, the car around it, everything was destroyed, and this has become a big news. How a common man raised his voice against the government. Simon had become a savior among the common people. Now this incident was a few months ago, but Simon was in jail and today was his birthday. His wife and daughter brings a cake for him. Means his daughter and wife had also decided to live with him. Everyone respects Simon in jail, and with this, the third story also ends. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.